guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought I would do a meal prep and clean with you guys. So I just wanted to show you my quick food haul. Basically I just bought a whole bunch of fresh produce and a lot of healthy stuff, but I always like to soak my produce in apple cider vinegar. This just helps remove any like dirt and pesticides, especially if you are buying conventional fruit and vegetables. I always try to opt for the organic option, but most of the time they don't have what I want, so I'll have to buy the conventional version. Right now I'm just packing away the fruit and vegetables into the bowl, and then I'm going to be washing up the new containers that I bought for the meal prepping. I always try to opt for glass containers just because they are better for your overall health. I just have this thing about plastic and how it can leave residue onto your food in the long run. I just think glass is the best option overall. Don't get me wrong, I do still use some plastic items, but if I do have the glass item, I'll always try and use that. So I'm just peeling off the stickers now, and I'm going to be washing these up. So now I'm just going to go ahead and prep my fruit and vegetables. I like to do separate containers for breakfast. So for example, I am making some green machine smoothies, and then I'm just putting the rest of the pineapple aside. So these green machine smoothies are detox friendly. They require half a cup full of pineapple and then about 6 to 8 kale leaves. I just kind of eyeball it. You also add parsley and cos lettuce. These are so good for like on the go. You can basically dump them into your smoothie and add water or coconut water, and they're really tasty. I always like to add ginger to mine as well, and they're just really helpful to pull out of the fridge and have a quick breakfast, I guess. I can't live without you. Yeah. So I'm now making the pineapple juice. This basically requires spinach, pineapple, and a little bit of lettuce, and I like to just add a bit more pineapple if I need, or sometimes I'll add apple. This one is for juicing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the rest of the kale up. That way it's all prepped for later. I find that it's so helpful if you have all your produce prepped in containers already. I'm going to do the same with the zucchini. I had half a zucchini left, and I thought if I prep it now whilst I'm cutting up fruit and vegetables anyway, then I'll be more likely to use it later instead of it getting wasted, because I feel like I have the tendency to try and I have the tendency not to use produce if it's not already prepped. So to reduce wastage and to save time, meal prepping is my go-to thing. So I'm just going to put some quinoa in the rice cooker, and I'm just doing a cup of quinoa with 3 cups of water. And to make this really tasty, I add about a teaspoon of veggie stock. This is my secret to getting Theodore to eat the quinoa or rice, and it just makes it more flavoursome. You don't have to add any salt later to your dish because this is quite salty already. So I'm just going to let that sit, and in the meantime I'm going to make the chia seed pudding. So I'm using 1 banana and about 1.5 cups of rice milk. You can use any type of plant-based milk. I normally use almond, or if you want to thicker solution, you can use soy, but the chia seeds are quite thick anyway, and I kind of just eyeball it. I actually had to put it into a third container, but you'll see here that I've used half a cup of chia seeds. So I don't recommend half a cup, probably a little less. Probably 1/3 of a cup would have worked better. And then I'm just going to put the smoothie mixture into the chia seed bowl. So this chia seed pudding is a great recipe because it's full of antioxidants and it's so like healthy for your little ones to eat in comparison to like those nasty puddings you get from the shops. This is obviously preservative free and it's just like a great alternative if you want a healthy snack. So I'm just going ahead and mixing in the chia seeds. It's really important that you mix it properly, otherwise it can glug up at the bottom and it doesn't really taste very good when it glugs up. So just play around with the ratios, and it depends on the size of your container too. You might be able to add more liquid, but I found that I added just a little bit too much chia seeds in this container, so I'm gonna do a little bit less. So after I've meal prepped everything, I'm actually going to move on to dinner. So every Sunday I always like encourage Isaac to make some homemade bread, and this Sunday he decided to make some homemade pizza bases as well. So we did up some tomato sauce. So this is basically just canned tomato with basil and a little bit of barbecue sauce, and we slow cooked it for an hour on the stove, and now we're topping it on our pizza with some fresh ingredients. So we've chopped up some capsicum, we're going to add some fresh spinach, and we're going to add some mushrooms. And this one is a little bit naughty because we did add some vegan cheese, but I'm just popping that into the oven, and it's just a super quick, easy dinner if you want to eat something somewhat healthy. We did do the base on wholemeal, but if you want to go gluten-free, then definitely do that. So now after the meal prepping, I'm going to clean up the mess. I feel like meal prepping always ends up in such a big mess, but it's so worth it because then you don't have to really clean up any big mess during the middle of the week when you are busy and you already have a bunch of food ready to go. It means you can opt for the healthier option. So I'm just going to go through and tidy up all the pots and pans and all the things that need washing up, and then I'm going to stack the dishwasher with all the things that need stacking, such as the plates and the cups and the utensils. And of course we're going to wipe down the benches because, as you can probably see, they are super messy. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely a little bit different compared to the other videos that I normally do. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button because I would love to have you. And if you do want to see some of the behind the scenes stuff, then definitely check over on my Instagram because I'm always uploading daily stories and pictures. And yeah, have a great one. Bye guys.